At 34 years old, Kroos surprised by announcing his retirement with a message on social networks in which he praised his 10 years at Real Madrid and in which he remembered his promises. As the final whistle blew, Toni Kroos bid farewell to the fans, his teammates, and the club he had called home for so many years. It was an emotional moment for everyone involved, but amidst the tears and goodbyes, Toni made a promise that would never be forgotten. He promised to always carry the spirit of the club with him, no matter where his career took him. He vowed to continue working hard, pushing himself to new heights, and never forgetting the lessons he had learned during his time at the club. Toni Kroos may have left the pitch that day, but his legacy would live on. His dedication, his passion, and his unwavering commitment to the game would forever be remembered by fans around the world. So, as we say goodbye to Toni Kroos, let us remember the promise he made. Let us remember the impact he had on the sport, on the club, and on all of us who had the privilege of watching him play. German Toni Kroos announced his retirement from professional football at the end of this season, and he will do so by playing at the highest level, as he warned a year ago and recalled last February. Contrary to what happens with some footballers, extending their careers in leagues in countries with a lower level and outside the competitive focus, the German took another path, his own path. There are one or two negative examples of simply not being able to leave football when you are no longer the player that people have in mind. I don't want that to happen to me. I want to retire at a really good level, he told the TV channel RTL Television in July 2023. Just 3 days after sealing his renewal for one season with Real Madrid, Toni Kroos showed his desire to compete for important titles until his last day as a professional footballer, as well as that his last club would be the White Team. And he fulfilled both. At 34 years old, Kroos surprised by announcing his retirement with a message on his social networks, in which he praised his 10 years at Real Madrid and in which he remembered his promises. As I have always said, Real Madrid is and will be my last club. Today, I am happy and proud to have found in my head and in my heart the right moment for this decision. My ambition was always to finish my career at the top of my level, he wrote. The best Kroos. 46 games and 3,009 minutes in his legs, with still 2 games of the season ahead of him. With that capital importance in everything, Real Madrid says goodbye to Toni Kroos. Matches in which he has distributed 9 assists, equaling his second-best record of the 2019-2020 season, and 3 of what he achieved in 2020-2021. Assists this season, of which the one in the first leg of the Champions League semi-finals against Bayern stands out, with a measured pass into space to Vinicius Junior, after signaling him to uncheck, which opened the scoring at the Allianz Arena. There were more teammates going to hug Kroos than Vini, that says it all. A Kroos who began his young career as a playmaker and who has been moving back in his position, with Ancelotti even trusting him as a pivot in the face of the absences of Tchouaméni and Camavinga. Of the 46 games he has played, 13 have been played as a defensive pivot, a position that has allowed him to have even more contact with the ball in a season that is the best of his career in terms of precision. 95% of its passes have reached their destination. And in long passes, another specialty of the German footballer, 313 of his 373 attempts have been successful. Metrics in which he has been the best in the 5 major leagues. Thank you for watching this tribute to Toni Kroos. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more content like this. Goodbye.